Hello and welcome everyone to Perfect Dark Part 2. Today I'm going to be finishing up the base campaign and extra little things on Perfect Dark with the original N64 controller. My last stream I did of Perfect Dark, I wanted to do like a good baseline. Like, here is my first recorded streamed playthrough of Perfect Dark. This way I can start getting more into Perfect Dark mods, different little challenges, fun stuff like that. So today I'll just be going through the extra missions. So I'll pop this up here. I'll be going through the extra missions, which is Mr. Blonde's Revenge, Mayan SOS, and War. I may be able to unlock a duel. Not sure. We'll see. That Golden Magnum is a pain in the ass. I'll let you know that right now. How this is currently being used and ran is through the PC port for Perfect Dark, which is also linked in my Discord. This is a phenomenal port. It's genuinely wonderful. For those who may not seen and may be watching the VOD and stuff like that, it adds an entire extended section. So it has all of your PC settings, which is really cool. You can change the muzzle style flashes. I have it normal for the stream's sake, but I personally really like having the muzzle flashes. You can change the level of explosions, everything like that. You can disable the multiplayer death music, which is an amazing feature for 4-player. You can have all kinds of stuff for your mouse, your controllers. So you can see I'm using a RAFnet here. You can see you can change the FOVs and everything. Genuinely amazing. I'm curious to know what key reloads is. If anyone ever knows what a key reload is, feel free to let me know. And then here's your general key bindings and everything like that. Give me 1 second while I get everything situated. Alright. Hey, good to see ya. I know this is kind of like way earlier than what I normally do. I got off work. It was kind of a rainy day. I didn't really have much to do. So I was like, you know what? I want to finish up the Perfect Dark playthrough that I'd started a few days ago. In case you want to see some more of it, I have all of my VODs uploaded to my YouTube, which can be seen in my About Me tab, or at least should be. So, gonna go through all this. I hope you're doing well today. It was kind of rainy today. It was supposed to snow, but it ended up raining like a ton. This is also one of my favorite games to exist. This and Donkey Kong 64 are like up there for my favorite games. I'm gonna quickly rush up here. Bring out the bomb spot here. That was a perfect start to this run. But yeah, I genuinely love this game to death. There's a few things I need to get used to that I didn't properly bind on the controller. and that is the fact that my alt fire ability is no longer hold down on B. It is on my L button, which that's going to throw me off a little bit. I gotta go press it like that. I think my crouch is, yeah, my crouch is also on the D-pad. Never get past level 2. This game's very convoluted. Like for me, I didn't have any sort of manuals or anything like that, because this was, oh my god, he hit me with the nuke. For a long time, I didn't have any sort of manuals or anything like that. So, I was always just like, I had to figure it all out on my own. And like, I'd been playing this game since I think I was like around 6. We used to have GoldenEye, and then that copy got stolen from us, sadly. And my dad had the copy of Perfect Dark hidden because it was rated M and stuff like that. But like, he ended up letting me play it as long as there was paintball mode on. Because my brothers told them that, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you can actually enable paintball mode as like the default. So the paintball mode was activated by default alongside the removal of certain voice lines, which it's super cool that like that's an available feature. There we go. But yeah, he's like, I understand. He's like games, he always knew that games didn't cause violence. But like, he's like, if you ever start replicating anything from these games. What happened? What? What happened? That's supposed to disarm, not demolish. I'm up here. I want to see. Where's she taking damage from? I have a feeling. I think I know what's going on. It's the tick rate. So one thing I had enabled to make this a little bit more of a challenge is I have it that the tick rate is uncapped. Hey Scott, good to see you. I was watching your stream. Damn, there's the you had a really good shot on the Cassandra at one point. I hope you're able to get through that shit, because that's like, oh my god, challenge 30 with speed sim, or not speed sim, like the fast movement. But yeah, I agree. We definitely need more games that have different accessibility options like that. So like, because like he already knew I loved GoldenEye, because it was like it was my first shooter I ever played, and I was like hooked on it. So he ended up letting me play through like Perfect Dark, and this game used to scare the hell out of me. Did you? Good shit. Oh, I bet that shit's rough. I knew you were gonna get through it pretty quickly. What am I looking for? Also, the reason why I probably just one-shot Cassandra despite I'm using disarm is because the tick rate. What an uncapped tick rate does is, like, let's say something's supposed to register every second. So every 60 frames, the tick rate would hit, or like it would be like 60 frames, activate this thing. Another 60 frames, activate this thing. Where this, since I'm running at 180, Perfect Dark normally runs at 30. So it's not even like 60, it's 30. So you're essentially multiplying that over and over and over. So like, let's say a guard has a chance to spawn in every second. Because the tick rate is set for 180 instead of 30, it'll spawn in 5 of them at once instead of 1. I know I'm kind of describing this pretty poorly, but essentially, the reason why I smoked her in one shot is because it was registering the punch 5 times. I had that too. I had that right in the bag. This was always my least favorite bonus mission in the entire game. I was just never a fan of it. It's fun. It's cool. Essentially what I'm doing here is there's an invisible boss that spawns here. She can still die from explosions, so if I do that, it essentially bypasses this little boss fight. Also, if you want a fun fact about why this game runs so poorly, is it doesn't run in the same way that GoldenEye does. GoldenEye runs in the way that if you can see it, it loads in. If you can't see it, the portal doesn't load in. The way Perfect Dark does it is Perfect Dark loads everything in chunks. So if you're in a certain area, like let's say here, it'll load in this entire section and this entire section. And that also goes for down here. This entire area, including the bottom of the level, is preloaded in when you are just in this area. So that is why Mission 1 notoriously runs like pure shit. Also, man, going from Donkey Kong to this has me all like discombobulated. Also, they're probably grabbing the boys from downstairs. Oh no, there was nobody. Alright, so it is important that I take out these guys first, because they throw the neutron bombs, and they just instantly, like that, they will instantly smoke Cassandra. Oh yeah, he completely smoked my health, like holy shit. I'm trying to get the other guard. I should have enough time though. Oh, he got both of them. He took him and his friend out. Alright, now with an untapped... Oh my god, she got me from downstairs! Yeah, that one guard's putrid. I mentioned it last stream too. If I fail at these, I'm completely fine with that because that justifies me being able to play my favorite game even longer. So there's rarely any times I'll actually get like genuinely frustrated at something. But at the end of the day, I'm still playing like my favorite game. I still get to like enjoy talking and sharing fun experiences I've had. So let me get rid of this. There we go. Intruder alert. It's only these guards that can throw the neutron bombs too. There's 4 of these guys in this area and then 2 upstairs. I shit you not, the most annoying part about this level is just pre-planning the route for Cassandra. Because she has a very funky detection pattern of like where she's supposed to walk. So she'll walk around different objects weirdly, and then she'll stand and like not move whatsoever. And like do her little animation where she's like, "How dare you disturb me?" And then like just like wastes time. You're alive? Ow. Let me charge this up. Oh yeah, another annoying thing is every time I go to open a door... Oh my god! I'm getting absolutely smoked. Every time I open a door, I also reload my gun because of, the PC port controls, which is a little annoying. It definitely got annoying during attack ship. Because the Molar charges and it consumes ammo, and every time you reload or you press the reload button, it'll just completely drop your charge. So I would say the PC port is significantly better in the fact it's got a smoother frame rate and it's got extra features on it. Hey Tari, good to see ya. I am getting absolutely smoked in this in the special assignment. But I was like, after I got done Donkey Kong 64, I was like, man, I want to do something with Perfect Dark. There we go. I hear one more of them. I was hoping they'd drop one of the bombs. Let me go up here. Oh yeah, also, holding down B normally will like swap. If you hold down B and Z at the same time, you will swap your fire modes for as long as you keep holding down Z, which is really cool. I love that feature. However, with the controls I currently have set up, they swap a little too quickly. She's the same person that got me earlier. Ooh, maybe I can actually get her through this. There we go. Alright. Now I don't have to worry about the frame rate.
You won't shoot me, foolish child.
Oh yeah, that's so originally that was supposed to be a feature, was being able to hold your weapon sideways. And then they decided it would just be cool if she occasionally does it with the pistols. Yeah, so like that. If you get close enough, you can just do that. Hey, good to see you, Grim. I'm going to be finishing up the special assignments today, and then I'm going to do some of the weapon challenges, and then maybe mess around with some of my favorite presets for the multiplayer. There we go. But yeah, it's so cool how many little fun things that this game just has that are just like fun, like not even like important mechanics or anything. It's even better than just saying it. I think Cavern PC port mod that lets you do that. Yeah, I saw that. I want to do more of like the mods they've made, because like they're generally like super cool. I've always wanted to talk to them about Perfect Dark stuff, but I've always just been kind of like, I don't know how to start conversations with people. I'm good at keeping conversations, I'm just terrible at starting them. Because Catherine's like genuinely super cool. This is my favorite special assignment in the game. For those who don't know as well, the special assignments aren't as unique, let's say, as like GoldenEye's, because GoldenEye has like its own levels. So like they have Egyptian and Aztec, whereas in Perfect Dark they kind of just remix some of the already existing levels. So like obviously Mr. Blonde's Revenge is Datadyne Central, Mayan SOS is the Area 51, and then War is based off Skedar Ruins, which is cool. Oh, excuse me. It's cool because it kind of remixes. They almost feel like a high quality mod. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It feels like high quality mod levels, because there's things that are missing. Some things just don't work properly, like Cassandra's AI walking up the stairs. They refer to Mr. Blonde as like Joanna. And there's a lack of really any sort of new dialogue besides, I think, Mayan SOS, where they say get a body bag. But they're still really cool. I'm really glad they included like 4 levels. I actually do plan on not Mario 64 with a gun, but I plan on doing Perfect Dark's Mario with Mario characters. I think that one's gonna be a fun one. But like even for these like special assignments, usually I don't complete the special assignments whenever I do play casually. It's kind of like, I played the main game, that's all I was here for. But I do really like some of these. Like, I think Mayan SOS is really cool. This is one of my favorite ones. Also, now that I don't need it, let me turn the tick rate back up. Because that was part of the challenge to begin with, was the uncapped tick rate. See, I've never actually played War since I've never beaten a tech ship or Scattered Ruins. Really? Huh. I'm gonna be honest, you ain't missing much. You ain't missing much, not having War. It's a cool idea, but it's definitely, like, the worst, special assignment. Wow, he gave up quick. They both gave up quick. Played Mayan SOS first time like last year. It was one of my favorite missions. Try and play quick. Yeah, Mayan SOS is genuinely like super fun. This used to be a level I used to love speedrunning. Like, I love this level so much. It's so good. For those that don't know as well, you start off with a significantly smaller health pool than normal. As well as you have some of the tankiest enemies in the game. Damn! You have some of the tankiest enemies in the game in this level. Yeah, avoid saying speedrunning, so I'm actually competitive. Yeah, understandable.
What the hell?
He gave up quick. Ooh.
My gun.
Aww. It dies the door, pretty much.
Target sight.
He just keeps giving me guns. That's a good amount of ammo to start with. Yeah, I did a bit in between of like speedrunning for fun and then speedrunning to try to get it like on like leaderboards for like about like a decade ago. I usually don't play too many shooters with the N64 controller. It is like it's the bane of my existence when it comes to shooters. I love this controller to death. It's one of my favorites. I very much struggle playing shooters with it. So this is the worst I'll perform with a controller, unless it's like a comically bad controller. But other than less, like it still controls really well. It feels really good to play. Just having like oop, I heard that. Having like decades of experience playing with other controllers definitely has made my skills worse with this. There we go. Gonna pull a new gun. No, you're just gonna run. Something cool in here is let me get rid of this man. Is the strongest man in the entire game. This man is always with I missed the shot. Uh-oh. He has dual magnums and he is just an absolute monster. Usually you can use him to help you out, but that's not going to be the case here. This is one of the only 2 ways in the entire game to get the gold magnum. The other one is stealing it from Trent when he's holding the president hostage. Despite getting dual magnums, you'd think you'd get a chunk of ammo, but you only get 1 bullet with it. That 1 bullet is specifically meant to take out the UFO later in this mission. It is really fun to play shooters with the N64 controller. I just struggle with it. Let me get through here now. But yeah, I love the N64 controller so much. For those who may be new here or have missed other streams, this controller I'm using is a Japanese import of the Pikachu N64 controller. The joystick it came with was like brand new, like nobody touched this. I opened it up, completely clean. It was like you could see that there was a tiny bit, so it wasn't even like they went in and cleaned it. Like, no, you could see that there was a little bit of like grime from just, I don't know, maybe they did this once. Like it was brand new. So I put a steel bowl in it from Rocker Gaming. Merc can attest to this too. Rocker Gaming is the best steel bowl company. Let's see, when I was 4, I played the default PD controls 1.1 and have used the same for 18 years since. I used to play the 1.1 all the time. The only reason why I swapped is when I started getting into speed running, because you move significantly faster. Then I just stuck with it just because of the speed running. I got used to it.
There's someone here.
Ooh, that almost killed me.
Jeez.
Oh, pull out a different gun. I dare you. Never mind. It's gonna be a very ballsy move, but I've got a tranquilizer. Ooh, he still able to hit me. He was zooted. Oh, let me see. Yeah, that's another reason why for me not to do speed running, like my controller preference. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. I love my aimer. I'm a sucker for it.
Get her.
Ooh, don't you shoot me from over. Oh, another annoying thing is pressing the aimer to like reset your what's it called? Aim, or like your crouch just does not work with the control scheme. It's definitely something I did. There's got to be something to fix that. But the controls I have it set for just refuse to let me to work with them. You're actually opening the door for me.
Get her. My gun.
Oh, that's not where I wanted it to go. That ended up working better than I expected after tossing that thing to the side. I don't need no gun.
Get her.
Oop, there we go. Oh, there's an ad break. Hopefully, I tweaked my stuff some more. I just got affiliated, like yesterday. And the default for ads is like wild. It was throwing out ads like every 5 minutes. So I have it set now that it's like every 24 minutes, I think. So if you do get ad breaks, please let me know. That way I can like hold my thoughts on stuff so you don't miss it. I want to have it where it's like manually set, but I don't have a button ready for that. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, for the longest time, I never even had this level unlocked as a kid. I only had he's behind me. I only had Mr. Blonde's Revenge because like I couldn't beat Special Agent. Plus I used to be terrified of Attack Ship and like the Skedar and everything like that. So the farthest I got was actually Deep Sea, because I would get to the point where like you'd see the Skedar and I'd nope right out, and I'd turn the level off. Half the time in this game as a kid, I just explored and like walked around. What also was nice is I had my brother's save too. You survived that? So I would always just explore on his save and everything like that. And I'm gonna save these. Oh yeah, also pressing A, which normally just swaps your weapon and nothing else, unless you hold it down. It also opens doors for me for some reason. You ain't dead. So I swear half the challenge of this run too is just fighting the controls. Hey, welcome. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well today. Ooh, there we go. Where's he going? Something I was showing off yesterday too Oh, it's not near me. Is my magazines and what's it called? Like those game walkthrough guides and stuff like that. There's guidebooks. I was showing them off briefly yesterday too. Because I've been trying to find some more like Perfect Dark stuff to collect. Ooh, I do not want to use them. Oh, let's see. Oh wait, I got a few comments to read. Doing good. Just woke up. Oh, I bet. You got anything planned today? I know it's rainy where I'm at, so I'm kind of like snug in my studio right now. Got the heat on. Got a blanket on me. Kind of just chilling. Always found the official pronunciation of Skedar and Mayan funny. This is very American. Skeeter. You ever play the GBC port? I have. It is oops. It is okay for a Game Boy game. I think it's okay for a Game Boy game. Not really good for a game. Hey, Brandon, good to see you, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Gonna be warm AF today. Also, I just got notified for something. I don't know what it was. But I appreciate whatever caused that notification. I know it's good, so I appreciate whatever it had been. Oh, it's the following. Hey, I got it working! Oh, last stream this thing wasn't working at all. Appreciate the follows. Something I want to do as well. I've mentioned it on stream before, but for those who are coming in and like people I've chatted with before, I want to have Perfect Dark be one of my mainstay games. Like, as you've seen, I've made this whole like overlay and everything. It's specifically for like Perfect Dark and Perfect Dark mods. I really want to do like a lot of fun things, and not just like the same like 1 to 30 challenges or like just like anything that's brutally hard. I want to do like a bunch of fun stuff. I want to do like casual things. I want to play through on different difficulties. I'm scared that they're all... Oh, there they are. Somebody just took damage. I want to do a lot of fun things with Perfect Dark, because this is my favorite game ever. Like, I genuinely love this game fully. Ooh.
My gun.
With all the growth that the PC port has had, especially like Atari Dude can tell you, the all-in-one mod, for those that don't know, is like a stupidly impressive map collaboration of like nearly every single map that you can think of, outside of like a few, that's been ported over to the Perfect Dark multiplayer. So if you like the Perfect Dark multiplayer, try searching up like the all-in-one mod and stuff like that. Like, it's genuinely like one of the coolest mods for Perfect Dark. Regarding to other mods in general, Perfect Dark kind of struggles with having any sort of mod support. Your best mod is going to be like GoldenEye X, if we're considering like actual mods for the N64 game itself. Because GoldenEye X is a genuinely stupidly impressive rework of the entire game to play like GoldenEye. It's got GoldenEye weapons. The creator Rec even added like his own custom animations that like fit the universe. Uh-oh. I'm about to die here. Wait 1 second. There we go. But the creator of that mod, Rec, is genuinely impressive. Like, he bases all of his mods and stuff off of the Game Shark codes, which is like unbelievably cool. And then he's made like a full uh-oh. I'm glad I was able to hit him. He's done a full reconversion of GoldenEye into Perfect Dark. That one's really cool. That one's really, really cool. And then there's a few custom levels. That is like, what is it? Suburbs. Suburbs is a really cool map. It's a custom made map. And there's like, what else is there? I can't remember exactly what other levels, but there's not too many actual custom levels because Perfect Dark is a nightmare to make mods for. Take it from me, I discovered that if you do anything to alter this level in particular, and you save it a certain... Oh my god, you're alive. And you save it a certain way, this entire level just completely breaks. And essentially it's 4 levels in the game, so 4 levels are just broken. So it's really, really hard to properly mod this game without having like a good amount of knowledge. So you don't sadly see as many Perfect Dark mods as you do for like GoldenEye. When I first joined the community, I wanted to work on Perfect Dark mods because I was like, oh man, I want to like, there's not many Perfect Dark mods. It's like, that's a shame. Maybe people just aren't interested in making the mods. And then I opened up the editor and then I closed that thing and I went understandable. But I've put an entire year of knowledge and growth through GoldenEye mods that I'm ready to start really tackling Perfect Dark mods. Also, let me kill this guy and let me read through your comments. Appreciate you for the follow, Brandon. Let's see. GoldenEye X is a part of the side leagues. That's really cool. Like, GoldenEye X is genuinely, like, super impressive. The fact that Rec got so much, like, implemented. Like, the reloads alone are cool. Like, the RCP-90 reload and, like, the Golden Gun. Like, that shit's so cool. I do, buddy. I do think you have the best skyboxes. I think you changed them around in your most recent mod, didn't you? Oh, there we go. So let me see. Let me fix this. Remember a dude named Battlecatus. He got some OG Game Shark codes for PD, but couldn't get them to work. Aww. Let me clear out this last area, and then I'll start chatting again. Just so there's nothing silly that gets me at the end of here. Also, I always like doing this.
Grab a body bag.
Huh, okay. How many custom multiplayer maps for PD either? Yeah. What, there's like training day or something like that? That's exclusive to the PC port, I think. I've been slowly learning how to work on like actual levels. So like I have a few levels that I actually have made for GoldenEye that just need like some more time put into them. Like I have a few Call of Duty maps that I've been slowly working on. They're nowhere near like finished. Like I've been having to like drop working on it for doing stuff regarding like content creation and then like my normal management job and stuff like that. But I have that. I'm also importing like Doom maps and stuff like that. So my ultimate goal is when I make these maps, I want to make them available to be put into the all-in-one mod as well, as my little appreciation for Perfect Dark and that mod. Let's see. They did bring some community GoldenEye maps to PD for all-in-one. Sim support. Ooh, good shit. I'm really excited to see the Twine maps, if it is possible. Because those Twine maps are genuinely really good multiplayer maps. I'd do an entire stream based off just those maps. Like, they're that good. Also, for this level, if you get up to the first Skedar fast enough and kill it, you actually get dual molars. There we go. I gotta remember just to press the D-pad. Usually you want to try to get in here as fast as possible. This may be a level I actually have to cap the tick rate, because they're going to be spawning super quickly inside this area. This is the one perfect dark map I struggle with the most. I don't know why. They're just brutal. I say that as he just does that. You essentially want to try to get into here as fast as possible and take out the first leader. But I've taken my time a bit on this. Yeah, I gotta fix the frame or the frame rate for this. Okay, let me see. Perfection kind of reminds me. Oh, right. There's another question earlier about Turok. I have played some of the Turoks. I've never beaten them, but I have played through a good majority of them. Let's see. Faction kind of reminds me. Yeah, I agree. My brothers ended up getting me into Red Faction too, because they were like, "Oh, this game's very similar to Perfect Dark in the way that there's like alternate fires and stuff like that." I think when you played with Graz, TH, and Adzi, it was the older build without the latest maps. It probably was. I don't think I've downloaded the latest maps in a hot minute. But I definitely need to at some point. Turns the DD into a Deagle. Damn. When you have Twine maps will probably come to PD someday. Here's all the way worked on bringing some to PD some months back, as well as Rec bringing them to GoldenEye. Something really impressive that Rec did that I would have never thought was possible is he managed to get elevators working for GoldenEye, which is like an unbelievably impressive feat. And not only like working, but like good working. Like they don't feel sloppy. Thank you for opening that door for me. Holy shit. Get them, boys. There we go. Yeah, like, so there's actual proper elevators. So, like, imagine, like, a door closing and then, like, the elevator lifting you up. Like, that's the level of quality he got those elevators working. Like, they actually feel like a proper elevator from Twine. Oh, I was hoping they wouldn't aggro him so quickly. Let me clear out of that. That way I don't accidentally swap to that with ammo. Let's see. Anything else has come in? There we go. Put you at the end. No, Fox. I actually started at the special assignments. I'm wrapping up round 2 of this. I essentially played through all of the base game, and then this part is going to be based off of doing the special assignments, and then kind of messing around with the multiplayer and some other fun stuff. So you actually came in like perfect timing. I'm hoping I can just get right through. Holy shit. I'm kind of waiting for the boys to come back. There we go. Let's see, stream any SNES? Yes, I actually plan on doing some Super Metroid. Maybe I'll do the Super Mario Bros. SNES remakes or like remasters. You know what? Their AI is kind of dumb. I'm just gonna run past them. There we go. Good shit. This is my least favorite map, I think, in the special assignments. Glad to get by it so quickly. Let's see. Ooh, test new monitor. What'd you get? I have 2 Acers that go up to 180. They're really nice. The only problem is they don't have audio on them. They don't have any speakers, which is fine for like PC. But like if I want to hook up my Switch to it or something, I'm kind of like shit out of luck. So what I'll do is I'll put my capture card on my Switch and then connect it to my PC and then just have the audio play through OBS. But yeah, I plan on doing Super Nintendo games, maybe doing some like grab bags and stuff like that. Also to show off, I did complete every single one of these except Duel, just because I don't have Duel unlocked right now. Something I would like to show off too is my old original save from when I was younger. I don't have it on this direct port, but I do have it on 1964 right now.
Star Agent.
Something really cool with Perfect Dark 2. Ooh, a Samsung. Good shit. I know they're always really high quality with their stuff. They don't play around. Something really cool with Perfect Dark 2, for those who may not know, is like there's so much stuff to do in like the little hub world. You can read up on a bunch of stuff. You can do these little challenges. Then they've got like little weapon training challenges for every single gun. And the more that you get gold in... Oh, ad time. The more that you get gold in... Thank you. I don't know if you... I'm pretty sure you can't hear me, but I appreciate it. I'll start talking when you come back. Seven ads. I have it set for like the minimum. I gotta look into that more. The max, I shit you not, is like every 2 minutes. It's supposed to be long ads very infrequently. It's supposed to be like, I think like what, once every half an hour? Like, I purposely made it so it was like, I could count when they're gonna do the ads. As I'm kind of just messing around here. There we go. Let me know. You're okay, you're back. We were talking about it yesterday. I went in and I fixed the ad stuff. It's supposed to do it only every like half an hour-ish. Your idea was really good, Fox, of doing like the long ads like every once in a while. I may show that off. But it's supposed to be every like half an hour or so, and it's supposed to only be like one long ad. I don't know why it's doing so many. Oh, let me see. But yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing so many ads. I'm not happy with how it's doing the ad shit. But like, there's so many cool things that you can do in this little hub world. There's like stuff you can read. There's challenges for this. The more challenges you do, the more golds that you get. You get the classic weapons from GoldenEye as well, which is really cool. I'm not going to try to get gold in every single one of these, because I know some of these would be like really evil to have to sit through. So I'll give them like 5 attempts each. Like 5 solid attempts each, and then like I'll move on. Okay, let's see. The monitor I have has speakers, so I may use it to watch TV. Hell yeah. I kind of wanted to have this to be able to watch TV on, but then like it wasn't, so I had to get... What's dumb too is there's no aux cord. There's no aux port on the monitor, so I have to do it directly through the PC. So I have my speakers connected that way. Is there cheat codes in the PC port? Yes, actually. I don't have it here, but you have all your normal cheats, including a two-handed mode, which I may even just do a stream at some point with the two-handed mode. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, you'll still unlock cheats the same way, and you can actually unlock everything. It unlocks all the multiplayer stuff, all the cheat codes, all the levels, everything like that, which is really cool.
Sure, I don't need to tell you what to shoot at.
Also, how I like to fire in this is I prop up, let me see, I prop up my index finger right here, and then have it kind of springboard my middle finger, so I can rapid fire really quickly without any sort of fatigue. I don't know, Brandon, maybe sometime. Maybe I'll do like a little showcase of it. Definitely do it on 1964. I completely borked that one. There we go. But yeah, this thing is huge, 32-inch. Damn. I can't remember what mine is. I think mine's like a... I think it's a bit bigger than the 32, but mine's at 1080. Because I was like, I don't really need anything higher. I really do like the high resolutions on shit too. But I'm like, if I start getting like the high resolution stuff, then I'm gonna get what's it called? Like, I can't go back. Oh, let's see. I have a video on how to get rid of the Twitch ads on PC. Oh yeah, fully recommend that. If you can find a way to get rid of the Twitch ads, go for it. TH actually has a really cool thing that he has a pop-out window for his streams. I messed this up. And you can just click on that and then mute the ad. I want to figure out how to do that. If I can do that, that's what I want. Also, by the way, for those tuning in who may not know, if you crouch, it significantly reduces your, or increases your accuracy. So even something like the MagSec can be pretty potent. There we go. That's also why I need to upgrade my PC to better utilize. Yeah, exactly. Like right now, my computer's decent. Like, it's pretty nice, especially considering I paid $200 for this $2,000 computer, which is really, really nice. But like, I'm like, if I get a better monitor, then it's like, then I'm gonna be envious of, like, it's like, man, I need to upgrade my PC and stuff. Get the last two. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it with the last shot. Oh, I was. Hell yeah. I was going to anyways because the performance went down. Yeah, that's understandable. My first real PC was actually really nice, and then over time it kind of just became kind of like booty. It was really sad. I was like, damn, it's like I need to finally get like a new PC. Oh, I missed that. Oops, wrong thing. Oops, I missed. Damn. I have an SSD ready to go, but not sure if I should wait until I have my other parts. I ended up doing a, what's it called? I think it's called SATA's. Like a SATA disk drive where it's directly, on the motherboard itself. They're really good. And then I have an SSD on top of like a Rat Kinged, HDD that has like all of my like content creation stuff and backups on. Okay, so how the channel point's gonna work? I know yesterday to pick a game for you. So I'm still trying to think of multiple things to do. Right now, the channel points is one of the few things I did not touch yet. So right now it's all the default options. I'm gonna have it like I definitely want to have one where it's like one of them is going to be like you can redeem it for like picking a game for me to play, or like there's still like a bunch of things I need to like look into, like a bunch of fun things to do. Maybe it's like I don't even know, like maybe add like certain challenges to stuff where it's just like I'd be playing with like a normal controller or something, and then I have to use like enough points are redeemed and I have to use like the comedy controller or some shit like that. I just want to have like a bunch of fun little interaction stuff. Also, I think I missed a comment. No, I did not. Okay, cool. So I definitely want to do like fun stuff. I really got to sit down with Merc at some point and figure out exactly what I want to do. Yeah, that's kind of the same issue I had with my old PC too, is I couldn't really up the power. A big thing that was actually keeping me from doing content creation was that that computer, because that computer had a really nice like CPU and GPU in it, but the problem was it was good at the cost of the fact it had no video encoder whatsoever. So I couldn't stream, I couldn't record anything. Anything I did record looked really terrible. So like I was originally going to upgrade that computer, and then I got this one, which is a display computer that literally just was just a display, like nobody interacted with it, and it was originally $2,000. It got marked down to 200. I still gotta think of if the games would be pre-selected or free will. Maybe I'll have 2 tiers of it. Maybe I'll have like one thing that can be redeemed where it's like you can select a pre-selected thing of games, and then maybe the other one would be like free will, as long as it's like obtainable by me. I'll do a few more of these that kind of just show off this general thing, and I'll move over to the multiplayer and other stuff. Maybe with all the things I'm upgrading, it might be better just to buy a new one altogether. Yeah, like, what I was doing was, like, I was gonna buy a new power supply, I was gonna buy, like, a new, like, thing of RAM sticks, and, like, a bunch of other stuff, but, like, I had a tiny tower. Like, I had a really tiny PC tower. So, like, most of the stuff that's made isn't, like, made for it. So I was kind of like shit out of luck into most things, and, like, the things that did fit them were going to be more expensive than the original price I paid for that computer. And then, like, out of nowhere, like this, a friend of mine who works with, like, computers was like, hey, there's this display PC going up for sale. Do you know anyone that wants it? I'm like, yeah, me actually. So I got it for a hell of a deal. And, like, it's genuinely been like 3 times more powerful than the previous PC I had. But yeah, I'll definitely have to sit down and decide everything I want to do. I know one of the redeeming things I want to have is just the stupid ooh banana, and, like, a golden banana appears on screen and, like, rotates around. I want to have that for, like, a really low price. Not price, but, like, channel points. That one I want to do. I gotta figure out how to get that working on the overlay. I want that one. So I'm pretty sure you can actually line all these up, right? That's the thing it tries teaching you. The second I've added, that's broke. You missed Super Dragon. Oh yeah, let me go back and do the king. But yeah, it's so cool. Like, you unlock the weapons you unlock as well goes along accordingly to the weapons you've picked up in the multiplayer or the single player. So, like, you could do a mission, come back, train with that weapon, go to the next mission. Like, really cool. What's funny is I have an infinite amount of the channel points. I didn't know that you could actually just get an infinite amount as the streamer. So I could just spam the old banana too. I'll still manage to make myself broke with it. But yeah, they definitely put like so much love and care into this game. Like, it's genuinely impressive. I got a fun fact for you, Atari. I'm not sure if you know this. Do you see that little reflection screen on the Reaper? Did you know that's actually a reflection of a Skedar's eye? When I was doing the textures, like retexturing all the Perfect Dark stuff, that's when I learned that that's an actual like reflection of a Skedar's eye. I thought for the longest time that was just a reflection of like the shininess of the like the screen, but no, it's like reflecting back a Skedar's eye at you. It's like really cool. Like, it's so cool, like, so much stuff you learn, especially now that, like, I've worked with, like, opening up this game and stuff like that. Like, it's so cool just seeing how much shit. Like, let me just explore. Let me just show off the rest of this area, too. Got your little hover bike. I wish there was more places for the hover bike to be used. But you can use it right in here, which is fun. The only thing that I always wished was done was I wish the sky for Carrington Institute was a little bit better. I wish it had like maybe clouds or like a little something. Yeah, pretty much. Like, you never really notice it. But like I used to just explore this over and over as a kid. Like, there's so many different things. Like, there's this whole hangar that doesn't have any purpose to it besides just being world building. Like, these little generator rooms. Could be generator rooms. That or their storage. They got the miniguns. And it's cool because if you want, you can just explore this and kind of learn different paths for when you try to attempt, like, the Carrington Institute defense.
Hiya.
Yeah, it kind of looks like storage crates. I've worked in places before that's kind of had similar designs that turned out to be like, they were generators, but they kind of looked like that similar pattern. Wonder if they made a simple sky to maximize the frame rate. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. Because that's one less texture they have to load, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if they just had it. Something really cool I learned too is, so if you change something in, Surface 1, let's say, in GoldenEye, it also affects Surface 2, to some extent. With this, though, you can actually change the skybox of Carrington Institute while also having the Institute defense be different. Yeah, the little bullseye directly on the sentry gun. Like, even these are like very, very high quality like textures and stuff.
We were ready for you.
But it's like you can go in here and you can just learn about different levels and shit like that. Get a little background information. You can see like the vehicles. I used to just spend hours playing through this. And just, not even playing the game, just exploring this. I remember one afternoon, I just sat down and read the entire background. Because there's just a giant background. I think it updates too the more you play through the game, right? And then it also will add on like extra characters you meet or like experience throughout the game too. So it's like, it's just so many cool things.
Welcome to Hacker Central. Hi.
So it's like you can see your character bios and stuff like that. And it's cool that it's like, I think it updates too, because originally it just says like he's Scandinavian or something like that, or like unknown. And then it reveals that he's actually like a Skedar in disguise. Yeah, they do look squished. I remember somebody I know mentioned that they once started exploring the Institute, but then they didn't know how to start the game again. I wonder if they ended up going into like one of the training rooms and just like didn't process that they had to leave the training room. Here's where you can access your cheats. It's cool too because you have this menu. And it has all your stuff right here. Realistically, you never even need to interact with the Institute itself. Everything you want is directly in these menus. But the fact that they do give you the options to go through and interact is like just so cool. When a CI scientist get personal. Yeah, exactly. I love that. Like, they're always so pissed at you. But you know what? If I had somebody running up to me just looking like this, just coming around, it's like I'd be a little pissed too. Like, there's also these things where it's like these objectives. Oh god, how do I there we go. It's on my D-pad. But like, there's so many cool things. Like, it teaches you. Oh, that's wild. Why does it do so many ads? I need to see if there's maybe something ticked. There very much could be a chance that what it's doing, because there's 3 different ad bars for Twitch. There's like the frequency one, the longevity one, and like there's a third one. I can't remember what the third one is. Maybe it's like automatic to manual. But maybe I don't have one of them ticked properly. That's the only thing I can guess. Oops. But even then, like, it shows you like it's blinking. Is it blinking? Oh yeah. When it takes photos, it blinks. But yeah, it even tells you that, like, it gives you little hints on things that may be like, hey, this thing isn't invincible and invisible. Hey, welcome back. I think I know what the problem is. There's 3 different bars for ads. There's like longevity. There's one that you can set if they're longer, but they're less frequent. And then there's something that's like the auto times where it starts. I think I mispressed one of them, because I have it set that it's very rare for ads that come in, but I think one of those other settings override it. So next stream it's fixed. But what I was just going on about was like, it's just really cool that like you can just do stuff like this, and it'll also give you like little tutorial things inside this. So it's like, it's really cool that you just get so much little pieces of like enrichment text. That's a good question.
Record? I can do that.
Kind of depends. So I'm currently playing through, the games I'm currently playing through is Mini Shoots Adventure, Herald of Havoc, Pokemon Ruby Randomizer, and then like a few other games. However, I am playing through just like a bunch of general games that I have in my library and stuff as well. So it could either be something I'm already playing through, or it could even be like some more of this, or just a completely random game. Let me do some of the multiplayer now. This will have everything unlocked. Let me go into this level. God, yeah. Hey, there's still a chance that I just play that bootleg plug and play console. Oh, I know, right, Atari. I'm going to dedicate an entire stream to doing that as well. I have it actually documented. I have this specific branch. If you want, send me the most recent version of it. That way I can do it sometime soon. Because I want to really go through and show off like just how much stuff this all-in-one mod has. I appreciate you for that. It's like, that thing's genuinely cool. Like, you all have put so much work and love into that. Let's see, what else can I do? Just throw a few normal sims to start off with. Yeah, throw on fast movement. What other random things can I do? That's cool that you can manage the settings right here now. Let's throw into here. Now, when it comes to the stuff like this, I'm not the best at it. I kind of just enjoy having just a fun time. I'm completely fine with playing with normal sims. And also the fact that we've tried to preserve all the single player mission stuff too in AO, so more stuff added, not replaced. Hell yeah. I was actually thinking of doing some shovelware, which was kind of like my idea for the like the bootleg plug and play. Because I'd really like to do like a bunch of just like, here's a variety handbag of like 5 out of 10 games or like slop. BFK. Okay, appreciate you for still being here. Ooh. Also as well, what I can do after showcasing all of this is I could load up some of the stuff I'm working on, because I've not streamed my mod editing stuff on Twitch yet. So I could show off a little bit of things I'm working on. A lot of it kind of had to be put on the back burner right now because essentially my shifts at work got doubled as I'm taking care of 2 management positions on one. And also just dealing with like doing stuff for the holidays and everything like that. But I'll show off some of the stuff I've worked on up to this point. Some stuff regarding like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, which I think would be pretty fun. Ooh, he got me. Ooh. One thing I'm probably never going to do on this channel is play through the 1 through 30 challenges. I've done it enough in my life. I did that 4-player challenge one with Graz. I think that's like the ultimate way to do that that 1 through 30 challenge. So if you're ever interested in seeing me play really, really poorly with lag like 11, Grazlu has a stream of us doing that. Hey, welcome back. That first stream was diabolical. The input delay was unbelievably putrid. It was over a second of input delay. So like we were running into walls, like me and TH were struggling really badly. Ooh, he's beating my ass. And like all kinds of shit. Like it was so rough. I think we spent like 10 hours or something like that just playing through the challenges, and we're stuck on 26 and 30. And then we labbed out on how to get the net play working significantly better. Oh no, not in the slightest. They were putrid for 4-player. On top of the second of delay. But the second stream we got everything fixed out. And we went from being like lag like 11 or lag 20 or whatever the hell to like a lag 9. Which is like significantly better. Like I played it for a little bit with that delay, and I was like, wait a minute, this is actually doable. I fully believed that we would not be able to beat it with the input delay that we had. Because essentially I was just a walking wet fart. Like I could not aim and I could not shoot at all. Thinking of that, but no radar, fast movement, LTK can't use the best weapon for each. Yeah. I think you do the best challenge runs for these challenges. Like if I want to watch someone, I'm usually in there like having it in the background while I'm like cruising doing stuff. It's fun to watch how you play through it. I saw you got like a little bit of an overlay going. I think originally you were using just like just the full screening the game, but it's nice seeing some like little progress getting the the message board and stuff appearing. Something really cool that the all-in-one mod, or not all-in-one, the PC port mod, PC port adds, is all the classic weapons being in multiplayer. Because, they're not actually originally available in the multiplayer. They're only available in the single player with cheats. And then, Perfect Dark XBLA had them included in the multiplayer, so they ended up putting that inclusion into the PC port as well. I think the 4 players, I genuinely think the 4 players with no radar would be impossible. Because it's like they move so fast. Like the bots, oh my god, it was wild seeing how fast the bots move off screen. And then, like, I thought at first, I was like, no, that's gotta be a PC port issue, right? And I loaded up my real hardware and I loaded up, like, plugged in 4 controllers. No, that's a real thing. The AI moves significantly faster 3 players and upwards. Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, too, some of the geometry they can clip right through if they're not looking at you. For example, in Ruins, you know that big hallway that has like the divider between it that's got like the look through windows? They can walk right through them if you're not looking at them, which is just evil. Because they can go from being one side of the map to the other in like a blink of a second because of that. Hey, I appreciate having you here, Crow. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But yeah, the AI can also teleport in other levels too, like Carrington Institute. If you're not looking at them, they can just right up on top of the elevators. Which is why a lot of times they'll catch up to you so quickly, which is a bit of a nightmare. So usually I always try to keep my eye over the balcony and directly on the elevator itself. Ooh, he got me. Yeah, you take care, Crow. It's good having you as always. Big thing I used to do as a kid with the multiplayers, I would make my own, like, quote-unquote levels. I would get 2 controllers, and then I would have one player have all the bots on one team with them. And then, what's it called? I'd have them, like, stand in place in, like, guard areas. And I'd get all that set up, and then I'd play through it with the first player controller. Also, I love this song. It's nice. Let's see. I've heard conflicting reports as to whether Sims actually teleport or not. I don't play against Super Tough Sims. Yeah, it kind of depends too. It's more like they just they teleport in the way they clip through geometry. What's another fun level? Villa. I love Villa. Speaking of, let me do the RCP. Oh, another really fun thing is, I don't think I have it in this version. You can start with a weapon. That's really cool. I really like that. Goodie options. Ooh, appreciate you. Oh my god, thank you. I'm also going to turn no drug blur on. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to turn doors off too. Thank you for that. Maybe I won't start with the RCP. I'll start with the laptop gun instead, because they'll just instantly cloak. Get the shotgun. Give him the Devastator. What else could I put in here? What else? I'll do the DMC. And I'll do the CC-13. My favorite little thing is the fact that the Clob is renamed to the Clo 1313, which still just spells out Clob. That's really cute. Let me change some of these Sims around. Let me just throw a bunch of different ideas on them. Oh, I already did that. There we go. I like that the Air 53 ERC. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. I love it. But yeah, being able to start armed is so cool. I got smoked immediately. But, like, it's so cool. Ooh. Definitely in a minority that I really like the PD name for GoldenEye guns. I like both of them. I like how they took the names off of the GoldenEye guns and kind of like made little puns or like in-universe Perfect Dark names for them. Ooh. But I can definitely understand why. You know what? This thing's getting chucked at the wall. He ran right into it. Yeah, I love it. Let's see if more G guns are added to all one someday. I wonder what their PD names will be. That would be really fun. That'd be a really fun thing to have. Is like they keep. Oh my god! I bounced. That bounced off of like 3 walls that hit me. That was my own death. That would be really fun to figure out what they would name stuff. Aw. Because, like, there's so many names they could do for them. Like, obviously, the silence ones would just be silencer. But... let's see, the Phantom. So, we got the Phantom. The Cougar Magnum, the Golden Gun... the gold, well, the gold and silver would just be like the gold PP9i. Damn, he got me quick. I feel like the Phantom would be named something like the Panther or something like that. To keep the same naming style, but like change it around a little bit. So it would be great to have lives options added to Perfect Dark 2. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was some of my favorite things to do in some of like multiplayer like arena shooters, was having like limited lives. The Time Splitters remake, and like just Time Splitters in general, has that option still, which is a lot of fun. We were playing through that the other day. And the ability to rename simulants, give them nicknames. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been thinking about an actual double-barreled shotgun for Perfect Dark. Ooh, really? That would be sick. Yeah, I'd love to see more stuff. I've actually done concept art in the past of like things I would like to have like imagined. Ooh! Maybe I could show them off too. I think I have some on this PC. No blast for mains fire. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be sick. I have a double-barreled shotgun programmed in a mod I'm working on in GoldenEye. Thanks to Rec. Thanks to Rec and, I think it's Johnny Thunder that worked on... I don't think it's Johnny Thunder that worked on the specific shotgun, but it was somebody that he knows that helped out, and he got the files for me for it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. But yeah, that'd be really sick to have. It was like the, what was it? The Dark Noon, I think it's called. That was pretty fun. I like the weapons needing to be, like, individually loaded for the most part. Because they're all, like, repeater rifles and, like, shotguns and stuff. That was really fun. Phantasm. Ooh. Could be the Spectre. Oh, I threw that thing into the stratosphere. Oops. Inspector's real life gun name. Yeah, it was. He's got Devastator. I feel like the Phantom would be a really cool inclusion to have. I was always sad it was like the weapon that was just like completely ignored in both GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Like I would probably taken the Phantom over like the ZMG or the ZZT. Something I've not played as much this year as I usually have has been Perfect Dark. So it's kind of fun, like, re-experiencing some stuff I've kind of just forgotten. Because, like, I used to play this game, like, daily for so long. I played it daily, and, like, I, like, was so knowledgeable. I used to be able to read off the weapons list of every gun without, like, missing any of them. Like, that's how big into this game I was. That's what I think. I wouldn't be surprised. Damn, he got me right there. But yeah, I ended up getting so focused in doing a lot of like mods and stuff for GoldenEye and just doing a bunch of content creation stuff in general that I kind of just had slipped away from playing a lot of Perfect Dark, which I want to do a lot more again because like I love this game. Like it's so much fun. I never get tired of it. Oh, where'd that come from? One thing I could do with the channel points is if I'm ever playing, while I'm playing through Perfect Dark, maybe I could have it where it's like, if you redeem the points, you can actually like select the weapons loadout or something like that. Also as well, so my first stream for Perfect Dark I wanted to do was with the OEM controller on PC port. After this, now that I've kind of opened up the can of worms with this, I want to do other stuff too. I want to do a playthrough I want to do a playthrough with each of the controllers I have to show off and give a review on what I think about how good they are to play through with. So I plan on doing the 8BitDo controller probably next. Maybe mouse and keyboard one time. Hell, I'll even do like the PS5 controllers. Just to kind of be like, here's this game I love. Here's how I perform with like these specific controllers. I may do one on like real hardware because I do have my Nintendo 64 right here. So here's my N64 console. So I may just do a bunch of stuff like that. Keyboard only. Ooh, I think keyboard only would be pretty fun. I played a ton of Doom. Holy shit. I used to play a ton of Doom as a kid. And the only way I was able to have Doom was keyboard only. So I think that'd be a pretty fun option. I think that's actually a really good suggestion. I like that. Let me set up zombies. We do temple. Yeah, it should be good. How I have this zombies mode set up is if they get the tranquilizer is essentially instant death. So it kind of gives them a fair advantage. What's with the... Oh, no. At work, I was cleaning out a closet that the team had not cleaned out since 2019. That's how long it was. And there was some sharp objects. There was some sharp plastic in there. And I really fucked up my hand. Like you can see, I got 2 bandages here. It went right across. I was like bleeding a lot here, and then it hit me here. So yeah, I got bandages on because of that. Thankfully, they don't really hurt. Like I feel like plastic cuts don't ever hurt as bad as like a paper cut. But yeah, I was like, God damn it. Ooh, I got punched. But yeah, that at least it didn't hurt. I did have to like go and like fully clean my hands off and stuff like that, like the usual, and I was bleeding a lot, but I was like, hey, at least this doesn't hurt. It sucks because using hand sanitizer is going to be a bitch for the next like week. Which I have to use frequently, but at least it's nothing like bad. What am I picking up? Proxy mine. There it is. I guess another thing I'm glad it didn't do is it wasn't on my index and my thumb. Oh, it's always the small cuts, and it's always the cardboard ones. The cardboard cuts are the worst cuts you can get. Oh my god, I killed myself. The cardboard ones that are diabolical. I used to have the worst luck at a job I worked at years ago. Like almost every shift I was getting like a cardboard cut. And I still remember one day where I was like, I didn't get a single injury from it because all I do all day is like work with cardboard. And I was like, wow, like I managed not to like get any sort of like small cuts whatsoever. And then my boss was like, oh hey, by the way, can you put up this one like little standee real quick? I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I got like the worst cardboard cut like 30 seconds before my shift ended. I'm like, of course. But yeah, those small cuts are like putrid. They're so miserable. Especially the ones that are so tiny that you don't even think about them until you put hand sanitizer on. Ooh. Yeah, usually I'm really good with not having to deal with cuts or injuries and stuff like that at work. But that plastic caught me out of like off surprise. Nice little chain reaction. I feel like this map's a little bit too big to have these type of enemies. Usually what I used to do with this is I would do Area 52, have these zombies, and then kind of like walk around and do stuff like that. And I would like bunker myself up in that little one enclosure room. And I used to play that all the time. I did the start arm thing as well, not for me, but for specifically the enemies, so they have more of a fair chance. Speaking of this map, I'm not sure how many of y'all have seen it, but I'm working on a pseudo semi-serious Perfect Dark demake in GoldenEye. Damn. That's essentially, it's a little bit of a joke where it's like Bond is in the Perfect Dark universe. So it's like it still plays like Bond, and it still is like the AI and stuff is Bond like, but like the worlds are based on like Perfect Dark, and the weapons are too. And I have Rec. Yeah, pretty much. Rec helped get me this map on GoldenEye. So this is the first map I've been working on. I got pretty much everything except for the action blocks started, which getting everything else except the action block started is the easy part, to be honest. But yeah, thank you. I'll have to show it off after this. But I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It's the first full map I've done that wasn't just like a campaign-wide mod. How many points do I even have to set to? 129. I'll do like 2 more minutes of this and I'll swap over to that. And then I'll show off some of the previews for upcoming stuff I have ideas for doing streams with. But yeah, I love this map. This is one of my favorites. It never really occurred to me about how many hallways this level has until trying to make a full campaign level out of it, funny enough. Because it's realistically like, what, 4 buildings, or like 4 open rooms, and then just a shit ton of hallways. So a really big challenge for making that mod was essentially figuring out how to exactly make a level that is like 80% hallways work. But yeah, I think I'll show off that now. Show off something a little bit more entertaining than some of these little multiplayer things. Give me 1 second to swap this over. That way I can show it better. So I'm going to turn the webcam off, and then I'm going to close this out. That way I can show off some of the stuff. Also some of the general texture packs and stuff I've worked on too. Alright, so let me go into 1964. I actually have 1964 bound to my Stream Deck, so I can just access it at any time. I think, let me see, what's my plugins currently? Yeah, I'm going to be using keyboard and mouse for this specifically, because I like to use keyboard and mouse when I test my mods. That way I can easily just load in. I don't have to have a controller set up or anything like that. And I can easily run through stuff to get to where I need. Let's see. In the works. Area 15. I think this should be the most modern version. There we go. So here's what I've worked on so far. I still have kind of like basic text. I have the actual text made. I just need to like bother to put it into this. But I got the cover photo made for it. I've got like the whole plot of what it is. Bond's been issued the task of going to Area 51, but unfortunately he's dyslexic and went to the wrong facility. Funny enough, I also misspelled something right before saying dyslexic. Thankfully, we found the task for him. Gotten word that the facility has received a special shipment of a new experimental weapon. And it's been underfunded because it's like Area 51's way more popular. And then he'll be shipped there in a shipping container. So the cutscene will play, the truck will kind of like pull in, and you'll hear like the unloading of like a box. And Bond gets out through there. And then you essentially have to go through, and you can either be silent or you can be loud. And depending on how you play, it'll unlock different doors and stuff like that. But I imported the sounds over, even down to the reload, stuff like that. Let me make sure the audio's loud. There we go. That should be a little louder. So I've redone the PP7 to make it look like the Falcon 2. I'm still working on this one, but essentially this one's the MagSec. I want to try to get it to fire triple burst, but I have no luck on that so far. There's my little test door. like, all the cameras and the sentry turrets are working properly and everything like that. So their action blocks and presets are actually fine. It's just everything else that still needs to be, like, fixed. Normally you'd come into here, you'd access this, you would collect this little piece of paper here, and you'll keep going into either this area if you've been completely stealthy, or if it's going loud, you'll go through this area. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll show off this little secret. You go in here, you'll see that there's a lock, there's a little grenade here. And if you shoot the door off, it unlocks the top half of it because the doors are broken. And it gives you a free, essentially, way to kill the guards and sentry turrets in here. Hey, welcome someone. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well today. Finished up the part 2 of the first DK64 randomizer run last night. I want to do like 1 or 2 more streams of other stuff first, and then I want to do another DK64 randomizer run with a different controller. Also, I have made this unholy abomination of the Super Dragon as the M16. Yeah, I didn't expect to stream so late last night, but like I had a long day at work and I was like exhausted. So like I got home and I was like I need a nap. So by the time I woke up, I think it was around like 12 a.m. for me. These guys won't leave me alone, so I gotta kill their spawn-in guards. There we go. But in here, also a fun little secret is there's a hidden cheese up here, because of course Perfect Dark's gotta have a little cheese. What's gonna be cool though, is just like in Perfect Dark, how there's secret things to do. Up here, if you shoot the cheese, it'll fall down and you'll get dual Falcon 2s. Also, this grass is not meant to be here. It's dev grass. It's to remind me to come back later for it. But you'll essentially come through here. You'll rewrite your script that you came in with like the shipping documents. And then the experimental weapon is inside this giant cooler. Essentially keeps everything room temperature. If you came in silent, you'll actually have access to being able to open this. If you don't have it silent, you have to break this. Will they have A51 uniforms? I think I'm gonna have them do the A51 uniforms. I still need to import stuff like that over. But I definitely want to have them have like their special uniforms and everything like that. Also in here you can kind of see where this place has been like run down a bit. There's going to be a secret armor. This is also going to be a spot for where guards can spawn in. And depending on, at this point, the alarms have raised no matter what, so you'll have people targeting you and people essentially spawning in. What I have set up is here. Right now it's not programmed in, but these are sentry turrets that will be tied to the guards. And if the guards die, the sentry turrets stop working. And then kind of like vice versa. Oh, got ad break. Okay, good to know. But essentially, like, I even converted this all into a helicopter port, which is really cool. I'm really proud of how this texture turned out. Originally, I think it's like a 64 by 64 or 65 by 65 in Perfect Dark, and it's only one side of the H. So I'm gonna get a little bit of a drink break just in the middle of this for anyone who still has the ads. The sound of these crickets are perfect. Perfect little inclusion. But for anyone currently watching right now, there was some stuff that was changed around that is not in base. So like the normal, there's a giant pyramid here. And there's a few other little pyramids as well that got removed in the in this map too. Hey, welcome back. Alright, cool. Essentially, you'll come over here, you'll collect your stuff. I'm sure you've noticed a lot of stuff that's been changed in the map itself, Tari. I'm really proud on how this helipad looks, because it's originally a 65 by 65 texture in Perfect Dark, whereas GoldenEye wouldn't be able to do that with this specific geometry. So I essentially combined all 4 of these little H slots into one giant H texture, and I think it's 64 by 64 grayscaled. And like it looks like it completely fits in. It doesn't look like it's like it loses any quality at all. Like it fits perfectly. So I did that. I removed the giant pyramid there. You would originally hit this, open this up, come all the way back out here, and then you'll go into the shipping container once more with the updated shipping docket. But like I even added where it's like there's a custom window texture, and then there's a door here that makes it look like this actually leads to like the outside of the facility. The entire idea of this map too is because it's like you're very limited on what you can do with a multiplayer map. So this is Area 15's hangar. This is the area before they bring their supplies into the rest of the facility. So that's why like these doors are locked and stuff like that. Because realistically, there's nothing behind these. But lore-wise, it's because this is just a shipping facility itself. And then there's extra doors here where guards can spawn in. So like I'm really happy with how this turned out. It looks really nice. I added an extra ceiling to it. But that's currently this specific GoldenEye mod. Now I'll actually start moving into the actual Perfect Dark mods. Okay, let me see. Go into the mod section. Here's one that I'm going to be doing on a future stream. Here's a little bit of a little sneak peek. This is going to probably be one of the harder mods I work on. Like I reinterpreted the map in the context of mission layout. Yeah, like that's my favorite part. That's like trying to figure out how to make it look like an actual level and not just like it looks like the multiplayer map ported over. Like I'm really happy because I wanted to keep a lot of it, but I wanted to have things that like made it stand out. And also the fact you gave it a makeover to the GoldenEye weapons rather than importing Perfect Darks. Yeah, I like it because it's like it also kind of adds to the joke of it being like a demake. So I was like thought that was really fun. Also, this is a good time for me to show off my 2004 save. So, oh, wait, let me fix the audio. This is my times. These are really funny times. You'll get a kick out of some of these. Of when I played this as a child. Mind you, I stopped playing this specific save when I was about like 11 maybe. So like I had another save after this, but I always used the same multiplayer save. So like I actually did 44 seconds without falling down the out of bounds. I was really proud of that, especially as like a kid. I did phenomenal in that. But you'll start seeing how much time it took me to get through some of these levels. Like this is realistically fine. This is fair. I didn't really like playing a lot of the perfect agent mode, as you can tell with 13 minutes. But a lot of these are bog standard. They're fine. It's funny that Special Agent took me longer than Perfect Agent. Area 51 being 13 minutes, that's understandable. It's like one of the hardest levels on base hardware. Rescue being 15 and 13 is understandable. I think I ended up getting that cheat time. I remember struggling for that cheat time. Actually did Agent pretty fast. Yeah, like Special Agents 9 minutes, Perfect Agents 4 minutes. These are 17. Logic 2 is 34 minutes. I don't know what the... I was like crawling. I think I was crawling in this. Like I was so terrified of like the extra guards and shit. That is like my favorite time in this. I introduced the slow run. Beat the game slowest as possible. And then we go back to kind of normal times, like 11 minutes, 15 minutes, 7 minutes, a minute 45 exactly, 9 minutes. I don't even think, no, I don't even have War beaten. I don't even have my Mr. Blonde beaten either. I beat Perfect Agent faster than Special Agent. One day, as goofy as it sounds, I think a fun little stream too would be to go through this and then try and beat my original times. Obviously, that's going to be easy, considering 34 minutes. But I think that would still be like a really fun thing to kind of just mess around with. However, this is the thing that I want to show off. Let's see, what one would I have? Joe Park. This is originally my original wheel and gas pedals one. So, for this challenge in specific, this replaces your starting weapon with the MagSec, and every enemy has the K7 Avenger. And then I was like, I can't just do like a mod without doing my retextures. So I gotta lower the brightness of this, but like I did custom textures for that, and then I'm gonna do one for this too. I want to have them kind of be like red themed. I want to have each of my challenges be like a different colored theme. Because that's the kind of the same thing I do with GoldenEye too. So this entire challenge will just be like, oops, all K7 Avengers. And I shit you not, this changes up the dynamic a lot. There's things that need to be tweaked though. The Skedar are brutal with this, and they are very repulsed of like taking damage. It's near impossible to like get good shots on them because they have 100% accuracy with these. I'm also working on one that is essentially Western themed, where you get the revolver, and shotguns. He's like, I think these are just fun. These are fun little ones. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm sure he'd have a field day with some of these. I was playing through this. I'll show off why the Skedar need to be tweaked a little. Because their AI with a K7 Avenger is cracked. It is unbelievably scary how good they are with it. But I also thought having the MagSec 4 would be a fun little alternative to your normal weapon. Because, like, you don't really see the MagSec too much. And also it adds to the challenge of, like, the MagSec, like, has a little bit of booty cheek, like, accuracy. So I'm like, you know what? This thing's getting some love. Something I learned with Perfect Dark, though, that's kind of really interesting, is some levels have your starting weapons actually be tied to action blocks. Like, there's intro blocks, but these are actually tied to action blocks. So, like, let's say, Carrington Villa. It'll check to see what difficulty you're on, and then if you are on Perfect Agent, it spawns you with the laptop gun. That specific laptop gun has action blocks tied to it that make enemies flinch and react differently when you have it equipped for the first time. If you change your intro weapon, your intro block weapon, it still gives you that specific laptop gun. Because it's an actual, like, action block and not an intro block. What's really interesting, though, is Chicago has this same effect. No matter what difficulty, it is programmed to give you the Falcon 2. It is not an intro weapon. It is not an intro, like, your starting weapon. For some reason, it's action blocked into the game. So you technically start with no weapon, but it detects what difficulty you're on and then gives you the Falcon 2 regardless of the difficulty. I don't know why they decided it was going to be an action block if all the how did I get this? Oh, it was hidden. It was the 2 on the thing. But it's really neat just seeing under the hood on, like, how this game works. Mind you, this is going to be tweaked too. This is a little bit too unfair of a difficulty because I was trying to do, like, the Japanese one, but because of the fact they have different resistances to weapons depending if the weapon is available in that level or not, I gotta give it more ammo because they eat a shit ton of bullets. Let me go in here. He's got a little bit of an inaccuracy, but in attack ship, they're just diabolical. They're evil. But yeah, that's one I'm really excited on working on. And then there's a shotgun and revolvers one, which was my first mod I actually ever made for Perfect Dark. I wanted to do it because I was like, I always wanted to do something like that. I was like, that's really fun. But it was dropped because I just didn't understand how the editor worked at the time. But now that I do, and I understand that it's way simpler if I just had all the enemies have the enemy rockets cheat on, it makes it way easier for me to do that. So I kind of want to do, like, a bunch of fun little things like this. Yeah, like this level would absolutely be, like, brutal with the K7. But I still need to do like a bunch more play testing on it to make sure that it's like it actually is like beatable and shit like that. Especially with like the Scat-R. I'll also probably be doing this on an actual controller and not really keyboard and mouse as well. But I still really love playing on keyboard and mouse. No matter what way you play, I think every way is valid as long as you're having fun. I couldn't give two shits if you're playing on an emulator, if you're playing on real hardware, if you're playing with keyboard and mouse. As long as you're not doing stuff like multiplayer and you have like to give yourself an advantage. I've never cared about like what you use to play or how you play. It's just at the end of the day, all it matters is you're having fun. I personally love playing. Did it crash? Yep, that's exactly why. That's exactly why I need to do more playtesting. It crashed. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have you have fun playing whatever way you can. That's actually really funny. It crashed. That was kind of perfect timing. Let me pull up other stuff I've got working on. I do got like the shotgun and revolver stuff. Maybe I'll even do some of the GoldenEye mods I've made too. I really want to go through the issue 9 mod I made, because that's one of my favorite ones. That GoldenEye issue 9 one, it sounds simplistic when it's like, oh, it's just a stat change. I did way more than just change the stats. I actually changed up parts of the levels. I added back the silencer mechanic to the game. Like there's so much fun stuff that that mod has that I'd love to go through. Let me load up, let's see, where is it? I plan on going through 1964's version at some point, and maybe even like real hardware as well, using some of my texture packs I've done. So let me open OBS again and open this up. There we go. Yeah, let's do this. Because like some of these I did these like early on because I wanted to do like little tests to see how much I could learn with working with the textures and stuff. And I want to work on maybe doing a whole stream where I just work on textures. I think that'd be really fun. Like working on textures, showing how the editor works with Perfect Dark in specific. Like the whole 9 yards. So let me do this level. You can see I've changed around like the Scat-R to kind of give it more of like that dark blue. The AR-34's got like everything's been darkened. The Molar's been changed around. I really love how the Molar looks. But I have a few versions of these texture packs. I've got one that's this. I've got one that's like very snowy styled. So it's like they all look like they belong, like you would see them in like the crash site. Be cool if there's a weapon visual customization added to Perfect Dark port someday. Yeah, like absolutely. Like if they have something like that, I'd gladly contribute as much as I can to doing stuff like this. Because honestly, doing the custom weapon texture art and stuff is like one of my favorite things. I will justify making an entire mod if it means I can make a fun little custom texture for the weapons. Like the Area 15 mod and the K7 Avenger Challenge mod and stuff like that.
I knew I could rely on you, Joanna.
There we go. Give me the Falcon 2. So it's like I got all this. But yeah, I really like. Okay, also let me see. Oh yes, yeah. I was gonna share that. I completely forgot. Let's see. Are you able to share the preview of your Doom inspired mod? Yeah, absolutely. Let me actually show off all the weapons real quick on this, and I'll swap over to that. Do I have the ability? Let me change agent. All guns in solo. There we go. And unlimited ammo. Let me go here, because this is an easy spot to get light. Here we go. So, like, I have my Falcon 2s here. The MagSec still need a little work on. Like, this was my first one I did. I, at this point, too, didn't realize I could add textures to the end of the ROM. I was directly replacing some of these textures, and you'll clearly see, like, the MagSec was, suffering because of that. I really like the Cyclone for specific areas, but having the pre-baked lighting and always be red definitely isn't the best for some of these more open levels. Like this one you'll see. Oh, maybe not. Usually it was having like some sort of graphical issues. I really like how the dragon turned out. Really big fan of that. The K7 Avenger looks good as always. Got the Super Dragon, the shotgun. I really like how that one looks. The shotgun's a pain in the ass because the shotgun has, I think, like 30 textures or some shit like that. It's like it got an obnoxious amount of textures. No other weapon has like that amount. Oh, thank you. I'll quickly go through the rest of these. That's the same. This has been changed. That's been changed. That's been changed around. I do kind of like how that one looks, but it's still... Like, these ones could have had more work done to them. But they were kind of like an afterthought. But that was like my first mod. That was my first fully completed mod. Was that dark texture one. Now let me swap over to the Doom one. Oh man, get a little stretch in. I've been sitting in one position. But yeah, I'm gonna make a whole 2 cents. I'm frustrated with the reason that like they have so many different like ad tabs. Oops, speaking of 2 cents, here's a bot. I'm getting less and less of them. I'm kind of happy about that. There we go. Exit out of this. There we go. Here is the Doom Reimagined, where it is completely based off of Doom. It's going to have, none of it's been implemented yet. They're all in their own separate things in like non-polished ways, so they like actually don't load in, but you can still view them in like the editor and shit like that, of like Doom mods or Doom levels and extra stuff like that. But this is currently the stable branch. This mod completely changes around the gameplay of GoldenEye, and this is essentially, I have 2 big mods I'm really proud of working on, which is Diabolical Dogshit and Doom Reimagined. But if I had to point as like a penultimate, like I'm like, this is the one that I want to be like known for, it would be the Doom Reimagined. I really do like Diabolical Dogshit, but it's not to this extent. Like the text has been changed too. And right now only 2 levels are in here. I plan on actually doing streams. I was doing streams on YouTube Live where I just work on this game through the editor and teach people how everything works. But also this model needs to be updated. That one's just a placeholder. Everything is completely changed around to kind of being similar to Doom. So you got your pistol. If you single fire it, it's significantly more accurate. Right now it has a negative 100% accuracy. And you never have to worry about reloading or anything like that. This level's been changed around. There's still health packs I need to implement into this. And then I still need to change up some of the remaining textures on this shotgun. I also need to change the pistol's world model, the object model, to the M16, because that's what they use in Doom. And I thought that would be pretty fun to have. They also do all their pain sounds. Some of the textures have already been changed over for like the boxes and stuff. So like I've changed over some stuff to still keep it GoldenEye related, but then it has little differences like this. Like this will have a health pack here. And then you can unlock like doors and stuff like that, which will lead you to secrets and all kinds of other fun stuff. This one's a ton of fun to play multiplayer with. Me and Adzi actually played on Gopher, because Gopher is genuinely phenomenal for like net play, and we had such a blast playing through this. Something right now too is the shotgun has the fire rate exactly of the original shotgun. The only problem right now is that I gotta fix is you can auto fire it, which I don't want. But at least I have the first steps down. And here is the chain gun. One thing I want to do as well is every single level is going to have a secret GoldenEye weapon in it. That way you can still find them and play around with the GoldenEye weapons in the Doom style. That way, in case there's anyone that's like, oh man, I wish all the weapons could have been like that, it is possible. So like the first secret weapon is the Phantom. So you have this, your aim reticles based off of the GZ Doom aim reticle, stuff like that. I also got the fog exactly because like this fog looks really good for this level because that's how it looks in Doom Episode 1. Merc has been helping out a lot with stuff alongside Wreck, Axe, Merc, and like Johnny Thunder. Like there's been a lot of cool help that's been given. Like I will show off, let's see. Let me go into E1M2. Also, classic have to have the music. But you'll see here, you'll have secret weapons, secret spots. The main weapons you'll get is the pistol, the UAC rifle, which is this. The shotgun, the super shotgun, which check this out. It actually consumes 2 bullets. And the way I justified having this thing balanced is in the fact that it pierces enemies. Because normally when you super shotgun a basic enemy in Doom, your pellets fly right through them because you just absolutely smoked them. Whereas, like, GoldenEye, they just continue eating the bullets even if they die. So I gave them piercing ammo that way to kind of symbolize it a little bit more. Now, there is going to be extra enemies. These guards aren't going to be the only ones. Right now, Merc is working on making a Revenant. And I'm trying to look into making a Cacodemon. So there's actual multiple types of enemies on top of having imps. So it's not just exclusively guards. So I think that's going to be really cool. Also, I don't have it repeat yet, so I could tell exactly when it needs to repeat. But I did the other original weapons just like this. Now I have the plasma gun. The textures still need to be redone. I had originally done a version of the plasma gun, but it wasn't as high quality as I wanted it to be, so I kind of reverted the textures. But I really like how this has gone so far. I haven't really worked on this thing since like the end of October, sadly. Oh yeah, the rocket launcher as well. Just because it's like plans have been just so busy. But I really want to start working on it again now that like I'm able to stream more and everything. But yeah, I really love this. Plus, not only does this have like all this stuff going for it, it's also going to have extra actual Doom levels. And I fully intend on making it so those Doom levels can actually be ported over to the Perfect Dark All-in-One as well, to give some extra maps. Because in the grand scheme of things, I want to make maps for GoldenEye, that way they can be put in the All-in-One because it's significantly easier to mod GoldenEye. So I think that'd be really fun. I appreciate you, like damn, like that all-in-one thing is like genuinely like unbelievably cool. It's brought life to multiplayer maps that nobody has probably seen, or even single player maps that nobody has probably seen in like forever. Like genuinely, like that shit's unbelievably cool. Ooh, you here. I don't care what anyone says, you keep up the goddamn good work. Like, it's genuinely the coolest mod that you could ask for, like, the PC port. It brings life into the PC port, it brings life into people wanting to play the multiplayer. it brings life into people wanting to have their original mods looked at. It's like, you know what, I'd be sad if I released a map and like it kind of like got lost to time. So like the fact that like it's preserved in a game that you can play single player, like a multiplayer game you can play single player, I think that's a huge feat. But yeah, I'm going to be really excited when this fully comes out. I plan on doing 2 different branches. One is going to be meant for the campaign, and the second one is going to be meant exclusively for multiplayer. Because I think that'd be really fun to have, because then I can balance the weapons and stuff to play better for multiplayer too. It's a goal keeping up the amazing maps and work folks have done over the years. I'm so thankful for folks like Ryan, FGS, Jonaru, and Raph. Like, they all seem like really cool people. I've always wanted to reach out to like a bunch of people in the PD community, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know how to start conversations with people. Like, I really enjoy having conversations and like learning stuff. I'm just like, I'm so awkward at like reaching out. I feel like I bother people. Even if I'm not bothering people, like I know I'm not, it's still just like, it's like, oh, maybe I'm interrupting something. But no, they have my full appreciation on all the shit they've helped with and like all the shit they've contributed with the PC port and the mods and stuff like that. Like, it's so cool. Talk to Ryan at all. I'm talking some brief conversations. General Raph. I talk more about much more frequency. Huh. I think for the most part, I could like I think Scott's pretty big into the Perfect Dark community. He does a lot of the challenges and stuff. I think realistically, I talked to you and Scott. I'd love to have more conversations with like Catherine, but I just don't know how to really do conversations, like starting conversations. But I think you and Scott are the ones I talk to most. But even then, in the grand scheme of things, I kind of always just stick to my little bubble. Like, I always love having conversations and like chatting with people, but I'm like, I'm very much like in my own little bubble until the time to interact comes. Oh yeah, and here we'll have a hidden ZMG. You'll be able to see it right there. But yeah, I've learned a little bit more in the meantime of working on this mod as well. What I like to do is I like to work on a big mod and then work on a few small mods in between, because it helps me learn more stuff to add into the big mods. Talked to Catherine a bit, but not too much at all. A bit more recently about her Friends of Joanna mod, her updated mod loader for PC port, and merging Friends of Joanna with All-in-One someday. That'd be really cool. That'd be such a cool inclusion. Hey, welcome back, Crow. Just kind of showing off some mods I've worked on and working on. Since I haven't really been able to show off anything on Twitch so far, I used to do mod editing on YouTube Live, but now that I do a lot more with Twitch, I get to kind of now show off to people about stuff I've worked on. This is Doom Reimagined. This is a very in beta mod that I've put on the back burner until I had like all my streaming stuff done, because I was originally making streams exclusively to editing this mod. I thought it'd be really fun to kind of like show people the mod or the editor and teach people things that they may have not known about the base games and stuff. but this is like every weapon's been centered. You mainly, for the most part, will only be able to use the pistol, the chain gun, the UAC rifle, which is just the M16, the shotgun, super shotgun, plasma rifle, and rocket launcher. I want to try to get more weapons implemented too. I think a BFG would be a really cool thing. I think, if anything, Axe would probably be the person for me to reach out and ask. But I also feel bad whenever I ask people for help with stuff regarding that. But I know Axe has been really excited for this specific mod. So I think it would be really cool to have like his input on it too. This is actually 007 GoldenEye. I don't know why I said 007. Yeah, this is actually GoldenEye. This is a specific mod meant for this. It will be porting over Doom's mechanics into GoldenEye, where there's a mod that already exists where it's GoldenEye inside Doom. Now it's vice versa. Oh, ooh, the thing I haven't shown off yet. So you got the shotgun. And then the super shotgun. For that one, unfortunately, that one's on my old PC. The only thing I have is unfortunately screenshots, because in the time span, it's been, I can't believe how long it's been now since the last time I worked on it. But the maps that I was importing over, that branch is on my old PC. In the middle of doing this mod, I had swapped PCs. But I do have like maybe a screenshot or two. It's nothing really special. But it's essentially what I was able to do is I was able to port the entire level from Doom over. And then I think I need to maybe cut down some of the rooms as well. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have them on this one. But the maps I have done is E2 or Doom 2 level 7, E1M1, and I've done shit, what's the level called? It's the it's not the penultimate level. It's a chunk of the level before that. It's the first entire little section. I think it's E1M9. But I actually want to have a little bit of a thing too. I want to have like one version that's like the special missions have the Doom levels, and then just the normal campaign, and then one that's just all of the campaign may have like, or maybe it'll be like a 5-level campaign that has the actual Doom levels implemented fully. Extracting them from Doom was actually really easy. Because I have an extractor tool that just let me port pretty much everything. Now, the big thing is, though, for GoldenEye at least, you can't have big textures. Unless you have some absolute, like, wizard magic into getting it to work. So big problem is none of them load because all of them run at 64 by 64 textures colored. And for GoldenEye, you need them 64 by 64 grayscaled. Because having them such high resolution textures will really bug out the game. It'll really like corrupt a lot of textures, and if there's too many of them, it kind of like absolutely freaks the game out. So what I want to do is I want to go in and essentially take all of the textures and then one by one replace them with a grayscale variant of it. Which won't be hard, it'll just be tedious. But right now, that's essentially the progress I have over on this PC. I do need to bust out that old computer, though, because I have stuff I need to actually pull from it. So see if I can get those, too. My favorite mod I've made. I've really enjoyed this one. I want to say my one that I've completed is my my issue 9 mod, which is based off of a British magazine for the beta of GoldenEye, and they completely bullshitted the stats of the weapons. They were like, "Oh, the club is really good. It's like a very versatile weapon, but it only carries 9 bullets. You know how to set up portals and such for creating individual rooms." Kind of. Not in a way that I can help. Ares was helping me out a lot. Ares would be the one that really go to for it. Essentially he was kind of like walking me through step by step on how to do the portaling. Zika as well. Zika does a lot of custom portaling. He helped me too. Because he taught me how to use SketchUp, and Ares taught me how to use Blender. But on my own, not really. I'm gonna be honest, I struggle a bit trying to fully grasp them. And for multiplayer maps, there's got to be multiple rooms that things like King of the Hill mode works. Huh, interesting. For GoldenEye at the least, we did a test map where it was just literally a square. Worked completely fine for both multiplayer and single. So that's probably definitely something changed due to the complexity of Perfect Dark. But yeah, unfortunately, like giving information off the top of my head, I would not be able to help too much, sadly. Since the ad break started, I will use this time to I mod it for 64. PC's a little out of my skill range at the moment. Just due to it being a lot different, and they also don't have a proper editor, sadly. The day they absolutely do get an editor for it, though, I'll be there day one. Let me show off one of the biggest mods I've been working on. I haven't touched this one in a while either. But this is originally one of my big mods I first started. Here's hoping it's not copyrighted. This is my mod, Diabolical Dog Shit. It's essentially just a giant... It's Cursed Halo. If you know Cursed Halo, that's what this is. Originally, it started off as a little joke mod, and then it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, to a point that it's outlived what it originally was setting out to do. Let me set these up, and let me go into here. I'll show off all the weapons here. Hey, welcome back. I swapped over to the Diabolical Dog Shit to show off this Cursed Abomination. But this was the original really big mod that I had worked on. Still needs a lot finished. You can see a lot of stuff that got implemented in other mods, like the Doom pistol. This one's great. I love this one. This is the dumbest weapon I think I have in this. There's so many I love, but like the zoom goes in negative, and this thing's just an absolute like nuke. Like that man's just gone. Like, it's got unbelievably terrible accuracy, stuff like that. You go through here. The big thing I struggle with is understanding action blocks. I shit you not, I see code and like my brain melts. Okay, here's the drunken 44s. My favorite thing about this mod, it's so stupid and chaotic that people like Axe didn't even realize that like there was things possible that you could do with these weapons until I showed it. Oh my god, I tried. Like Rec is so patient with me. He shows me how to do a simple action block, and like I shit you not, my brain melts and my eyes just go like each different direction. It is my biggest weakness. Merc and Rec have helped me out so much figuring out shit, which it's essentially backseat gaming me, but it's like I genuinely just struggle with it. It's like I can do everything else. I can make the levels, I can make the ideas for stuff, I can do the textures. It's just the action blocks, which is a shame because that's the most important part for actually having the levels function. But when it comes to stuff like this, I'm really good at like making funny things and like textures and stuff like that. Like here's the original idea for the Clobinator mod. Infinite ammo, does like 100 damage, but like has negative 1000% accuracy. This thing actually shoots the floor around you. And like realistically, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not going to be able to do everything. That's completely fine. Nobody's going to be able to be perfect or good at every single aspect of something, which I think makes the human experience of making like things like really cool. You can see your strengths and weaknesses this way. I can't actually reveal too much in that, but yes, I do plan on making my game someday. Also, I've made the Doom shoulder cannon. This usually is more complementary in the levels that you start off with a weapon plus it on your shoulder. I thought that was really fun. I have the untextured gun, the unfinished gun. By the way, these aren't actually untextured. I just made it look it. If it was untextured, it would be invisible. But yeah, I'd love to contribute to doing like gaming stuff. Like an actual personal game. Also, this is the tinnitus gun. It gives you tinnitus. It's absolutely useless. It does no damage. The D5K silenced. It's the second loudest gun in the game. Whatever little knowledge I have editing PD has just been knowledge multiplayer maps. He had some mood. I got like the ATST cannons. But yeah, when it comes to me, it's like I'm really good at coming up with how to do level layouts and everything. But it just like I just struggle with the action blocks. That's my weakness. And it's funny cuz like Merc literally looked at the code of this game and was able to like understand it immediately. And he was able to like make the Oops All Aztec mod. Like that's genuinely one of the coolest mods out there for GoldenEye. It's like the Oops All Aztec's so cool. And he was like he learned how to do the whole thing in like a week. And but he struggles with doing like the texture stuff and like that. So it's like we're like a perfect duo for it. This is one of my favorite weapons as well. You actually get it very early on in this mod. It is the AR-33 with a jam. Oh my god, this fuck ass music. I forgot this thing existed. I forgot Merc made this thing. Oh, get that song out of here. This is the AR-33 with jam. You can't use it, it's jammed. The RCP-90 takes 3 to 5 business days to fire. So on the Perfect Dark PC port and XBLA, actually yes. But on like N64 and 1964 emulators and stuff like that, I do not. I thought it was really funny if I just left the original shotgun as is because it's that bad. Full auto shotgun. Full auto sniper. Alright, so I'm going to give a little bit of a warning. If you get nauseous of the camera moving, I'll let you know when to look back at the screen. This thing essentially warps your camera really bad when you zoom. So I'm going to do it now. This thing is absolutely crazy. I'm still holding it down. There we go. In case you looked away, it is safe to look back now. Yeah, so I've heard like the actual N64 controller that has the dual joysticks just don't work. Only one works at a time. This is the Golden Gun toy prop. I want to have text that says thank you for pre-ordering. And it just says that over and over. It's like thank you for pre-ordering the game. And it just this and it does nothing. Oh, what's this one? Oh, the railgun. No, it's not the railgun. It's the broken one. This gun breaks every time you fire it. Oh, revolver. Oh yeah, the biblically accurate grenade launcher. This thing has terrible accuracy. It will fire everywhere, including directly on top of you. I thought these would be cool, like Titanfall styled rockets, but you have to time them. You have to press it so slowly or so quickly, or they blow up in your face. It's so silly. I love it. And then there's other things that are changed around too. Like, here's one of my favorite ones. Surface 3. All the text and everything is completely, changed to like Australian accents and everything like that. Let me check to make sure that this isn't nuking my my thing. I think this is legally distinct enough that it can't pick up. Funny enough, this mod is inspired by both Cursed Halo and Brandon's mod. But like this is something like I've been working on since pretty much the beginning of my modding career. So there's things that like don't live up to what I've ended up learning and vice versa and stuff, but it's still fun. I really love just the stupidity of it. But yeah, ultimately, I love doing mods for this in Perfect Dark, and I want to do so many more, and then I want to play through them. I think it'll be fun. I do kind of think though 3 hours was pretty nice time to get through the rest of it and then kind of just do anything. So that is technically the meme mod is the diabolical dog shit. Um but outside of that, not quite. I'm trying to think if there is any I've done. Well, I did the Clobinator. The Clobinator is essentially the Clob on steroids. It fires shotgun shells. It's like it fires like an extreme amount of bullets. It fires faster than the laser does. And it has like ridiculous accuracy. I guess that's another one I've done. But yeah, I've done a handful of mods too. If you're ever interested in them, they're also, I think they should be linked in my Discord too. They'll be linked in the info channel. It would be on my ModDB. They're the ones I have uploaded and published. With the exclusion of one mod that Merc made, but Merc doesn't want to make a ModDB. So I was like, I really want this mod to get shown. So he helped me make the ModDB page. I did all the thumbnail stuff and everything because I was like, this thing out of all of the mods I've put on there, I want his mod to be like the most like nicest looking on ModDB for me. So like I did everything I could to make that mod look as nice as possible on there because it's genuinely one of the coolest mods. Yes, there is. So if you click on the ModDB tab or like link in the info, it will take you directly to them. You'll just click on the mods themselves under my page, and you will be able to download and play through them. The ones I have up off the top of my memory is the Golden Throwing Knives, the Clobinator. I think the Clobinator. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Clobinator. One in the Chamber. The Sniper only run, the DD44 only run, the Golden Guy, which Bond is completely gold. And I think like a few, oh yeah, issue 9, and I think a few others. In the grand scheme of things, they're very simplistic mods for the most part. But I know a lot of people like playing through the the game with little bits of challenges, like little bits of things swapped around. No, I've not done the headshots only. I think I don't remember who exactly did the headshots only, but the one there's two different versions of One in the Chamber. There's the one I made, which is it's closer to GoldenEye's style, where like the enemies drop the weapons, and you have to pick up the ammo and stuff like that. And then there's Zika's version, which has where every single time you kill an enemy, the bullet actually teleports back into your inventory, which is really cool. My version's a lot easier, but I also program mine to be a lot easier, where Zika's is a lot more like harder, like a purist challenge. And I really like that the fact that there's two different versions of it, because it's like the best of both worlds. That way it's like if somebody wants an OG kind of feeling, you'd go to mine. If they want the hardcore kind of Call of Duty kind of like challenge, you go to his. So it's like I love the fact that there's two different versions. But at some point I'll probably also have in my mods thing too, where I'll just have like the links directly to them. But I think for this, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna get something to eat, grab like a small snack, and probably take a rest. But I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Had a lot of people tune in today. Yeah, I appreciate you, Tari. It was nice talking to you here, especially you, Crow. It's always nice having people to chat with. Like Valium was here. Like, just genuinely, like, really cool. Oh yeah, Fox. I know Fox was here for a bit. I know there's a few other people here as well. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like it genuinely means a lot that like there's people that are interested in not only Perfect Dark, but like watching me play through it and like commentate and show off stuff. So genuinely, as always, I've always appreciated just the fact people are interested in this. I'd definitely be doing more. Perfect Dark will return. I just gotta figure out what I want to do next. Maybe I'll do either the K7, maybe I'll do the 8-bit though. Whatever it is, it's going to be fun. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully y'all stay warm in this temperatures. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.